Hi, my name is Gavin, and I study in a 3D animation course. I have recently become obsessed with the realistic style animation. I love the realisms that come from the scanning textures and models. Also, aspire to make my own 3D realistic short film. The motivations for my projects come from the art in games. I think a good game is one that immerses the players. It gives them a sense of the interactions and realism. There is this one particular game, it called Death Stranding. It has changed the way I look at 3D animations and 3D games. It is a unique combination of realistic rendering and surrealism with a mystical tone. When the sci-fi elements of the games are given a realistic twist, it brings a new visual impact to me. I think this work has a great value for study, both in terms of the game's art style and the artistic effect of the 3D animations. I will now briefly introduce this work. The post-apocalyptic world is presented to the player as the paper silhouette. The main character Sam rides a motorbike through the devastated landscape. An endless sense of the loss and depression overwhelms the player. This depression deepens as the story progresses. The motorbike breakdown, encounter unknown creatures, sudden tears, encounter with the female protagonist, and the transport of a corpse to the crematorium. During this time, mystery accompanies the player. The worldview is gradually told the player until the actual scenes after the explosion appear before the protagonist. The camera shows the audience all the scenes in front of the protagonist from the near to far. The powerful visual impact propels the audience to the peak of all the emotions that have built up before. To me, it looks more like a work of art, and the sci-fi scenes inside the games looks very real and engaging. This sparked my interest in realistic rendering. In the future, I plan to make a short film with the group in UE5, and I have a role in the set design and art directions. At this stage, we have modeled the spaceship, character, and one of the build scenes. I made this, and you can clearly see that it is realistic and dystopian. I'm enjoying this incredible combination, and I think that when realism and surrealism are combined, a different kind of the visual product is born. So I'm really looking forward to working on it in the future, and I also hope that in the future I will be able to present my story to the audience in a tone that is unique to me, and more people will be able to hear my story and see my unique aesthetics. The source of our group project is based on the plot of a game. It is called Fallout. The plot of a game is at the end of the world. People build shelters to escape from the disaster. So, our story is also related to shelters. The work is set with the tragic core, and its role is to remind people to fight against war and preserve the peace. So, I'm going to design this into the settings, and secondly, I will create a scenes outside the sanctuary in a Western light setting, and then a virtual scenes inside the sanctuaries in the beautiful environments that people imagine. So that there is a stark contrast between the two, and thus the core of the story. We have learned basic rigging and modeling in this term, which has given us more confidence in this project, especially in terms of character creations. We are still in the process of making it, but I'm sure we will be able to present our work in the best possible light before too long.